Now we're doing Tezvov Cheshvan. Now we're going to speak about Neshama. The Shia before spoke about the Ruach. And he said, Ruach remains in Gan Eden Natachnu, which is in this world. Chachet goes up to Gan Eden Elyon. Kedusha Ein doesn't become a Rishon Lagamri, like it says in Kis Ferizal. And therefore you can be recovered from the etzem of the Ruach of the Tzaddik, and so forth. What about the Neshama? The Neshama went away. So L'chayre for the Neshama of the Tzaddik, you have no Inyan whatsoever. That's the Rebbe name. V'hinei. Yesh Eid Bechinas Adal Talmidim. There's another way Talmidim can benefit from their Rebbe. It can't be revealed in the brain of the person. In other words, it can't be a pnimius dik soider as a muna yirenave, but it's more helam dik. And in the Yiddish Tanya, in Shurim Sefer Tanya, he says, but this is seiderus, which is more helam dik, is negate to maisa bepeil. In the Yiddish Tanya, he separates from getting a muna yirenave, which is ruchnius from the tzaddik, but that you can get an eifam pnimi, and as opposed to getting a seiderus for asiyah gashmis, but it's more makifis. And that's to do with the neshama, as opposed to the ruach and to the nefesh. Okay, it's shining upon them from above. In other words, makif. V'hi, and what is this? Exactly the opposite. Not from the fact that the ruach and the tzaddik remains in Gan Eden Natach, no punkt verkehrt. Me'aliyas ruchai v'nishmase. The ruach and the neshama, as he said before, even the ruach goes up with the neshama. L'mekeir chutzpah, to the source from which it was originally called in the first place, brought out from the first place. The Hainu this means the Hakal Tabuch addition to the orchard of holy apples. Yeah, to get the Malchus Atzilis. The story goes that when Rabbi Mangel wrote his Siddur, so he sent it into the Rebbe. So the Rebbe said he should take it to Rabbi Soloveitchik. Over Shalom. So I think it's helping. So he came to Soloveitchik with the English Siddur. We're supposed to read through the whole Siddur. Soloveitchik opened up to one page. He wanted to see how we translate Hakal Tabuch addition. And he translated phonetically Chakal Tabuch. He didn't translate Chakal Tabuch edition. So he saw that he just wrote phonetically Chakal Tabuch edition, so you can print it. It's a good siddur. That's all. It's okay. That's I think it's helping. Why is it called that? Malchus Atzilis. Rashi says Yankov Avinu came with Yitzchak Avinu. Reich Gan Eden. What does Rashi say? Reich Tapuchim. Okay, so the neshama of the tzaddik, would the ruach go back to Chakal Tabuch and the Malchus Atzilis? However, what happens? He creates a yichud idea alos man through the sarusat letata mikomasa v'teirasa v'avedasei, from the actions taken on aveda asher avad, which he worked kol yemei chayav during his lifetime. Yeah, you live a lifetime. You do many Teid and Yonim Teid and mitzvahs, and they're going up with Yutak and Eid and Elyon. V'nizru, when they're planted in the Chatabuch edition, in the Aratzal Yein, as they called it in the Guf of the Gersa Kedesh, in Malchus of Atzilos, right? Very great supernal lights relative to the lower lights, Asher Heim, which were Teras V'Aveda, his Teid and his Aveda. So, the tzaddik brings up Lamaila all of Teid and Aveda, plants it in Chatabuch edition, and creates more than the Greisa Gilui. Zokter, ve'aras eiros le'yenim elu, a shine of these great lights, me'ir al kol talmidim, then shines down to his talmidim. Sha'aleihem, shenasu eidad Hashem, who became servant of the Eibishter, ayedei teras, through his Teid, through his Aveda. Okay, but it's a whole different inyan. It's not the pshat that the ruach remains in Gan Eden Natachton, and it's available to you. It's punkt verkehrt. It goes up and it comes back down. But what do you get from this? You don't get ashwa pnimis, which you call before b'meicham, you get ashwa makifis. But ashwa makifis that affects ma'aser bepeil mamish. So he says, va'arazu shaleya mulmayla. This shine, which is above the mulmayla, Machnas says, believer brings it to their hearts, hure tshuva u'maisim tevim. Inspirations for tshuva and good deeds. And you know, of course, what says in Tanya Perek Lamed Aleph, and it's explained by Richa Zekal Mem Gem Tzechassidis, tshuva ma'asim tevim means you're doing ma'asim tevim, which are itself a tshuva. Right? You're not just doing mitzvahs to be frum, you're doing mitzvahs every second to be goyal, the neshama from the ma'aser aguf and nefesh bahamas. All of the good deeds, which are born from this shine which shines. Me'edis, from the lights, has room as they are now, which were planted in the aforementioned field. In other words, the tzaddik goes l'mayla and plants his Yiddishkeit. Then there's a big light. And from that big light, you have a Seder of Tshuva Ma'asim Tevim. Your Tshuva Ma'asim Tevim are grandchildren of the original mitzvahs of the tzaddik. Why? Because the children were the Eretz Al Yenim. And your subsequent mitzvahs are told, look inside the Lashon, Nikir Gidul Gidul, they're the offspring of the offspring. The children of the tzaddik's mitzvahs become the mitzvah that we do in the Seder from the neshama of the tzaddik. However, says the Alter Rebbe, this shine, he beheld and behested God, it's very hidden and very concealed. In other words, you can't experience it consciously as opposed to the Ruach, which you could. And he gives you a mashal. Kamei, for example, Shemesh Hamei Lak Yechav Mitachas Aretz. The Gemara says that at night, there's 2 days in the Gemara, of course, but one of the days in the Gemara is that the Shemesh goes Me'al Rakia. Right? One day is it goes underneath, into the earth. Into the earth. A second day it goes, 2 days in the Gemara, Masechta Pesachim, not underneath. One goes through, and one goes above the Rakia. Megedenktech as a state, it goes behind and it goes through the earth. I could be wrong. But one day for sure is that it goes Me'al Rakia. The sun at night goes higher than the sky, and that's why you can't see it. As ich take the Gemara Masechta Shabbos. Now, it's explained that when the Shemesh goes over there, it's mehr like Yechavim Mitachas La'aretz. It shines to the stars that are Mitachas La'aretz. In other words, at night we see stars because they're reflecting the light of the sun, which went behind the earth. Kedisa b'tikurim, like it says in Zeir al Moshe Rabbeinu al Vasham al Moshe Rabbeinu. Sha'acha p'tirasi, after he passed away. Mispashetes ha'arase. The light of Moshe Rabbeinu manifests in each generation. The Shishim Ribi Neshamas to the 60 myriad, to 600,000 Jews. K'mei Shemesh, like the sun, Amei Mitachas La'aretz, that shines underneath the earth. The Shishim Ribi Chav, 600,000 stars. This is what it says in Tikkun Zeir. It says in Tikkun Zeir. So just like Moshe Rabbeinu, after this Talkus has a shpah on the earth, which is very remote and very indirect, the same is true of Tzaddik's Neshama. It goes up Lamaila, and we get Ashpah Merocheh, like Yechavim. In other words, the Ruach is very close, and the Gili from the Neshama is very far away. The Ruach gives us a Ruchnis Dike Serus Amunah, Yirin Ava, and the Neshama gives us Serus, which is Maisa Tshuva, Maisa Tev, and Get Gashmis. That's all. First of all, the Rebbe wrote a letter to the Ragat Shaver. I mean, Akasha. The Rebbe says, Yilamdeinu Rabbeinu, explain to me Tchuna, astronomy, Api Kabbalah, and Api Cheshvan, and something else. That's the Ragat Shaver. Like, teach me the whole Torah while I stand on one foot. Explain to me Tchuna, Chachmas Tchuna, Api Kabbalah, and Api Cheshvan. So the Ragat Shaver doesn't answer him. He just writes back that Chachmei U'umis didn't understand the truth of Chachmas Tchuna. This is Lashon Gemara. They did. In other words, what they got is nothing compared to the emes of Chachmas Tchuna. But the Ragat Shaver does not answer the Rebbe's question. But the Rebbe is behind all the Gemaras, basically, the Psachim and all the Gemaras, Rosh Hashanah. They have all the Gemaras. Yeah, all the Gemaras. There's a handful.